Ooh. Happy Saturday. Today is Saturday, the 17th of August, and I feel like I'm getting pretty close to the camera here, but we're getting nice and intimate. We're 4 weeks out, and it's go time. Not that it hasn't always been, but here we are, 4 weeks out. So, today I'm going to take you through a bit of a day in the life of 4 weeks out. It's going to be a bit of a busy day. We've got lots planned and lots on the go, but there's nothing like being prepared and getting all sorted. So, with that being said, it's just gone about 5:30 in the AM. I'm going to go do some steps. I'm going to portion out some of my food for the day. So I've already got some food prepped. I'm going to portion that out and then going to do some posing outside, and we'll get cracking on with the day. We've got legs today. It's going to be a fun time. So, with that being said, let's nail this coffee. Another good brew. And get cracking. Alrighty, that is some posing done now that it's gotten light. So I might pop a clip before this of my phone. I filmed it just on my phone in the vertical, whatnot. So relatively happy with how things are looking. We're at a new low of 89 flat. I say new low, that's since the diet break, which was which wrapped up a fortnight ago. So I've slowly brought our way down, but I think the look is better this time as I come down. So yeah, as I said, happy with how things are looking at 4 weeks out, 28 days from the first show. I need to start making that very clear. So it's 4 weeks from the first, and there's a lot to come after that. But without further ado, time to prep some meals and shower, hydrate, and then we should be cracking on with a meal, head to the gym, etc., etc. The one other thing I just did want to comment on and note is how sore my hamstrings are from posing, and glutes for that matter. But I also think there's an element of my glutes being sore, like particularly when I'm at work and or sitting down for long periods of time. If you're truly stage lean, which I'm not saying I am yet, but I'm getting there, I get numb in the glutes, and it'll start twitching my glutes depending on which way I'm sitting. So I'm lucky that I can stand up at work at a standing desk. Otherwise, you just have to be getting up and down every 5 minutes because my glutes, to be honest. And that's when you know you're like, yep, okay, we're getting there. Alrighty, meal number one about to go down. Chicken and rice, obviously stock standard. What you might, which I don't need to show you, peep the new NBW t-shirts. This is one of the ones I got. It is a 2XL, so I'm fucking swimming in them. But it's part of the, what's it say, Limitless collection on the back. Pretty cool. I got another one that's like this, and it's not, I think it is 100% cotton, which is what it says on the tag, but it just feels, I don't know, it feels softer, feels different. It's a nice fit. So shout out to the MBW crew, doing a good job over there. But anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna nail this, hang for a little bit, and then we'll be on our merry way. All right, it is an intra-workout time. So here's something I prepared earlier, which is my intra-workout. So same. It's got, my carbs, my EAAs, BCAAs, aminos, creatine, and electrolytes for the hydration purposes. So in terms of carbohydrates, and this is an interesting one, in terms of carbohydrates, intra-workout, particularly as food gets low, it's obviously calories, right? I still keep in 25 grams, and I'm a big advocate for keeping in carbohydrates even whilst dieting. Ultimately when you're dieting, training performance is key, and something you want to prioritize. So I'll honestly keep this in as long as I can. Not that food's low or anything, but I'll keep this in for, like as I said, we're obviously 4 weeks out, but I don't see me ever taking it out. Maybe in like the last couple sessions where we might be doing devolume sessions or something, I might take it out, but probably not. So I don't see any reason why you should take it out unless you're on strictly zero carb, but then even then you'd want to be having some form of carbs, and why you're on zero carbs anyway. So anyway, in terms of pre-workout, this is a new one I picked up last week. It's called Sidekick by Krupt. I think they're an Aussie brand. In the lime rush flavor. It is a non-stim pre. It's very good. I've been having it throughout the week. Got it last weekend from Nutrition Capital, which you probably would have seen in the last video. So this is the first time I'm having it sort of icy and frozen. So this will be a nice little slushy. In terms of the flavor and how I correlate it or review it, or what it tastes like, effectively, Lime Rush. Back in the day, or I think they still sell it, the Staminade in the lime flavor. Has anyone had that? It tastes like that. Very similar. Kind of like cloudy, but then equally very lime in that sense. I'm also going to add some stim in terms of the sebum, and then I need to leave that out so I get some, and that'll be that. So without further ado, let's get onto it, and we've got legs on the agenda this morning. All right, just like that, leg session is wrapped up in some pretty decent timing. Like, it's only 11:15, which is some good timing. And I've just showered at the gym, hence why I'm in some fresh clothes. And because I just figured didn't have the time to then drive home and then back for Donna's posing at midday. So we've probably I've probably allowed a little bit more time than needed, but would prefer that than rushed, etc. But I feel like that's the first time I've showered at Powerhouse in a long time. It almost gives me throwback nostalgic feels from 2019 prep, because what I used to do, and this is before having cardio at home, was I would come to the gym stupid o'clock, like as in, I feel like I was here at like 4 a.m. and I'd park myself on the Stairmaster, the treadmill, and I'd have 10k steps by 5-6 a.m. mental, and then I would obviously shower here whilst I was doing my cardio, I'd have like the hoodie on, like potentially 2 hoodies, trackies, and just fucking sweat it up. Got me shredded, but and then yeah, I'd shower, drive up to South Morang Station, catch the train in, which was like a 45-50 minute train into city for work, and I would quickly eat my first meal whilst I sat on the train, and then I'd park myself in the corner of the train with my over-ear headphones on, pop a timer on my phone because I would know what time it would get to the city and into the station, and have a nap. Like, that was frequent. I'd have like a 30-40 minute nap on the way in, and then just have the alarm coming through my headphones, and I'd be awake, you know, a stop or two before I needed to get off. And then I would almost try and do the same thing on the way home, but unfortunately most of the time I would be at peak hour, so I often may not be able to, didn't get to sleep, and then I'd be back here at 6 in the PM to train, and I did that for gosh knows how long, and then, you know, home at 9-10 PM for post-workout, and then fucking do it all again. I think my sleep was awful back then, now that I think back to it, and then coupled with then on the weekends it was CA study and all of that. But you know, you live and learn, especially when you coach yourself and you dig yourself into the fucking ground. But we got peeled at the end of the day. So in terms of today, train legs, as you've probably seen with some of the clips prior to this. No, it was a solid enough session given the circumstances, in terms of I last did this session 10 days ago, so Wednesday a week and a half ago. I was 1.3 kilos heavier then. That was the first session post the devolume and diet break. On this rotation, I probably pulled back in terms of reps, probably back to just before the diet break, and devolume today just felt, you know, when you just don't have that oomph or that strength output, particularly on legs, it diminishes output. So potentially dropped a rep there on the hack, a couple on the squat press, but all things being considered, not too bad. So with that being said, I'm going to chow down. So I've got my post-workout, which isn't my ordinary post-workout. I've got kangaroo and rice, as you can probably see in the container here. I only cooked it this morning, so it's relatively fresh. The reason is because my ordinary cream of rice, I've got it at home, but I want to have it frozen with the whey sludge and paste on top, and the fact that I wouldn't eat that at home in a good environment, or just, you know, I don't know, people in prep will know. You just want to get your meal and just have it perfect and sit on the couch and eat your meal. That's what I want to do later on. So this is still 75 grams of rice, 200 grams of kangaroo, so sufficient carbohydrate feeding and protein feeding. But yeah, saving that cream of rice meal for a treat when I get home post posing. So with that being said, let's eat this, let's chill out for a bit and just sort of bring our parasympathetic state down. Is that right? Anyway, let's just chill out for a bit, because I don't need to, I'm looking at the clock which is underneath the tripod. Yeah, it's 10:46, and I don't need to be there till 12, and it's probably about a 25-30 minute drive, so I've got some time to kill, which is great. Might even pick up a cheeky energy drink on the way. But yeah, enough rambling, let's go. Alright, so en route I've obviously had to stop to get a energy drink beverage. So obviously the Ghost, as we all know, at the 7-Eleven, we've got the 4 flavours generally. So there's obviously the orange cream, there's the blue raspberry, there's the watermelon, and the lemon lime. So today they only had the blue raspberry and lemon lime. Now, what I need everyone to do is comment down below what's your top 4, like in order. My opinion, orange is number 1. I fucking love the orange cream flavour. I'll never forget the first time we tried it. Me and Liv were in Vegas, and I think it was around, it was obviously Olympia time when we were there, 2022, and she was skeptical. She didn't really want to try it, but I was like, no, we've got to try it. Unbelievable. I'd say number 2 is the blue raspberry, and then 3 is lemon lime, 4 is watermelon. Not the watermelon's not good, it's just got that sour's just not, like, it's okay, not my fave, but I think green apple is my number 1 when you can get it. I know Nutrition Warehouse have it, and some of the sub stores have it, and I think it's the Australian version because it is only the 160 caffeine, but I'm not sure they've quite made it to 7-Elevens yet, so I'm keen for that. I feel like that's gonna rival orange at number 1. But with that being said, can I do this with one hand? Okay. There's nothing like that first crack. Shit the bed, that's good. I'm not going to obviously drink it all now, but there's obviously, for any energy drink followers, new Monster flavour, the purple, the grape flavour, which I've obviously had in the US before, but I think it's coming to Coles. I've seen a few. I know Nick Vivitas had it and reviewed it and obviously rated it. I love the flavour as it is grape, so I'm tipping I'm going to love it. I've been to so many Coleses, I can't fucking find it. Even when I had my Coles delivery for last night, that got delivered, I ordered 6 of them. They didn't fucking come. They didn't come. What a disaster. So, fingers crossed, I can find it somewhere, or at least it's, like, often with these new flavours, they take a little bit to roll out, and they might advertise online that they've got them, but they're not actually in many stores, or there's only a small portion that they're in. I reckon I've tried half a dozen different Coleses and can't find them. So, fingers crossed we can find them at some point over the next couple of weeks. But with that being said, pulled up to posing with Donna, so got my posing trunks here, so let's get after it. I sweat a bit in that one, that's for sure. So that's a posing session done, and in exciting news, posing routine. I've never done one before. I've done 8 shows before, and I've never done a posing routine. Always figured that just wasn't my vibe, but thought, fuck it, let's throw myself in the deep end, and Donna's popped together a great posing routine to the song of my choice, and I've known it for a while, but I'm going to be one of those people and not tell you what posing song it is. You have to wait until the NBA show. With that being said, we're going to sip on this Ghost, head home, check in with AJ, and then we'll be off to the football this afternoon. Catch you in the next clip, or whenever I'm at home, eating, doing bits and bobs. Would you look at that? How good's that looking? Anyway, that's meal number 3. And you might be able to hear the washing machine in the background, but that's meal number 3. We've got, as I sort of said in the car, this would ordinarily be my post-workout. It is 100 grams of cream of rice in the, is it the salted? No, it's the peanut butter caramel flavor. Delicious. 150 raspberries, and obviously a couple scoops of the isoleucid in the vanilla in a sludge on top. Pop some salt flakes on top, and we're gonna chow down on this. All right, some time has elapsed, and yeah, the pies. Actually got the win this evening against Brisbane. Not that finals are really, we're not in contention for finals now, but it was good to get the win by 1 point. Anyway, we're home now. It's like 8:30, so it's late. I need a shower, have some oats, and warm up a bit. So let's make some oats, and I'll catch you for then. Catch you for then, catch you for that. All right, you know what this means? Blue light block is engaged, showered, ready for my oats. So in the bowl here, we've got oats with Isolucid, blueberries, raspberries, peanut butter, dark chocolate. It's an absolute treat. Let me flip you around and show you what we're playing with. How good's that look? And I'll pop some light salt, and some salt flakes on top of that as well. Absolute treat. But I'm gonna just sit down and relax. Get that. I've had my nightly sups. Just calm down, let it digest, and hopefully get in bed shortly. So, with that being said, I'm going to round out the vlog in this video. It's been a big day. It started off with those check-in photos, legs, posing, then off to the footy. It's been one heck of a day. It's been a good one. So, with that being said, I've got water in my ear from the shower. With that being said, if you're liking the videos, please like, please subscribe if you're not already. We're climbing, we're not far off 500. Hopefully before the first show, we might hit 500. That would be pretty cool. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Anyway, catch you in the next one.